It is so easy to fall into the trap of procrastination. In this day and age, it's something that affects us all. It can really take a toll on your productivity. I myself am a victim of procrastination. However, through my experiences, I've picked up strategies to remove myself from what could have been an endless disruption of my workflow. I want to share these strategies to help you stop procrastinating so you can get on with your tasks. The first stage to get you back on track is to acknowledge that you've been procrastinating. Recognize when you're sitting at your desk with a maths question in front of you, but instead you're scrolling through TikTok or Instagram on your phone. It may seem silly to acknowledge, but it's important psychologically to realize that you are off track before you're able to get back on track. At the same time, while you should acknowledge when you're procrastinating, it's important not to feel guilty about it. It's very easy to fall into the trap of self-criticism and guilt. Instead, realize what's done is done. I can't get that time back. The best thing to do now is to learn from it and move on to what you should be doing. Once you've recognized that you are procrastinating, the next stage is to take a step back and think about the task at hand. What are you supposed to be doing? Have you made it clear to yourself? If not, then it's really important that you take a step back and set some clear goals. But make sure this is specific. Saying I'm going to revise biology, for example, is simply not enough. What exactly should you be doing? Should you be writing notes, making flashcards, answering exam questions? Write your specific task down, exactly what you should be doing, and stick to it. For example, to be really specific, I could say I'm going to spend time doing 10 questions from an exam paper on protein synthesis. Having this clear goal will really help you stay motivated and stay on track. Now, it's very easy to see a huge task and get completely overwhelmed. That's why my next tip, well, actually 2 tips, is to break things down into more manageable chunks and to take breaks in between each of those chunks. Let's say I need to revise organic chemistry for my upcoming A-level chemistry exam. But I open my textbook and I see there are hundreds of pages on just organic chemistry and so much information within this one topic. And seeing that can be really overwhelming and can really put you off the task and make you end up procrastinating. Instead, when setting your tasks, like I mentioned in step 2, you should break down these tasks into smaller, more manageable ones and take rests in between each chunk. For example, say I'll spend half an hour looking at the alkane subtopic within organic chemistry, followed by a 5-minute rest, and then I'll spend another half an hour looking at the alkenes, followed by a 5-minute rest, and so on and so forth. So essentially, breaking what may seem like a huge, unachievable task into smaller, more manageable chunks will really help you stay motivated, keep focused, and prevent yourself from procrastinating. My next tip is for those of you who find yourself getting bored quite easily and not being able to kind of stay focused on one thing. And that is to just mix things up. For example, spend a short burst of time on one subject, then take a small break, then focus on another, and then another one, and then go back to your first topic. So kind of switching things up quite regularly to ensure you're not getting bored. Providing yourself with some variety will allow you to have quite short bursts of efficient work, so you don't lose focus and so you stay motivated. Now, of course, the most obvious tip and what you probably expected to see when you clicked on this video is to remove distractions. It shouldn't need to be said, but get rid of your phone. Put it on silent, keep it out of arm's reach. Even better, put it in another room. I don't need to explain why, because you know that your phone is probably your number one biggest distraction. My final tip is to reward yourself. Every time you complete a task or tick something off your to-do list, that in itself releases lots of dopamine within your brain. If you need something extra, once you finish your task, have a nice snack, have a small break, do something fun. Rewarding yourself for doing a solid chunk of productive work will wire your brain into wanting to do it more and helping you stay motivated in your future tasks. So there we go, my top tips to beating procrastination. It sounds easy enough, but now you need to apply it. So get off your phone and start working. If you found this video helpful, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate the support. Look out for future videos, and I'll see you next time. That was really cringe.